Hi, my name is Susan. Today, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Nina. She's a little girl that has brought me and my family joy from the moment I knew of her existence. When we found out I was pregnant, we were filled with joy and excitement. But into the pregnancy, about 4 months, we were told that something could be wrong. We were told the possibilities of our baby having spina bifida or Down syndrome. They said that this baby that I was carrying had the potential of never being normal, never being an average developing person. Of course, my husband and I had many nights of questions, pondering how our futures would be, what this baby's future would be. So we decided we were going to terminate the pregnancy. I thought to myself, Susan, you're 20 years old. How are you going to bring a baby into this cruel world? How are you going to care for this baby? What type of mom would you be to a person with a special need? So I went ahead and I made the appointment to terminate the pregnancy. I didn't want to waste any more time. I didn't want to waste any more time of the thoughts, the questions, the fear. So I went to go see the geneticist, and he does all of the testing. He does all of the special stuff that he as a specialist does. And that's the moment he looks at me and he says, Susan, you're going to have a perfect little girl. There's nothing wrong with her. I think your doctor made a mistake. First thing I thought is I need to cancel this termination appointment. There's no way I'm going to go through with it. Before even reaching the parking lot, I called the clinic where I was scheduled to terminate the next day. And I told them I wanted to cancel. I no longer wanted to terminate my pregnancy. Immediately after, I called my husband to give him the good news that we were having a perfect little girl. Her measurements measured where they were supposed to, and she was developing right on time. So we continued on with excitement and joy and happiness, with planning her future, planning our future with our new little girl. Fast forward to the day Nina was born. It was a quick delivery. It was peaceful, no epidural, no pain medicine. We were excited to meet our little girl. And then all of that came to a halt. There was this strange woman that passed by the delivery room, and in a very deep African accent, she says, "Let me see the baby." And then she starts to whisper, and we later found that she told them this baby has Down syndrome to test her for it. They come over, they give us the news, and they said that they decided that they were going to, in fact, test her again. Everything that we felt at month 4 of pregnancy was back. All of the questions, all of the doubt, all of the fear, but now worse. Because I sit and I think, Lord, why would you allow me to carry this baby to term? I was upset. I was angry. All of these questions came back. We have to wait 19 days. Oh my goodness, you guys, when I tell you, these were the longest 19 days of my life. So here we are at the doctor's appointment to find out yet again our fate, our daughter's fate. Who would she be? I'll never forget it. The doctor walks in and he says, Mr. and Mrs. Ray, I'll bet my next check that this child does not have Down syndrome. She doesn't have any of the characteristics that we usually see with someone with Down syndrome. He opens it up, and with sadness, I could already see the answer in his eye. He says, I was wrong. She does, in fact, have Down syndrome. All the questions that were unanswered, all of my fear, all of my doubt intensified. But I took a deep breath and I thought to myself, well, here she is. She is indeed a gift, and she is perfect. She have all 10 toes and 10 fingers. She was indeed beautiful. I never saw a little girl with Down syndrome, but I saw the possibilities. So many doctors did a lot of tests on her. So many people told us what she would not be able to do. Here I am today. She is perfect. One thing that Nina has taught me over the years is that there is no such thing as normal. We are all our normal. Nina has brought us joy for so many reasons. She is all of our light in dark days. She is the breath when we feel like we are winded. She is so many things. Even when times get rough and I am irritated or frustrated, I can always count on her to look at her in those almond-shaped eyes and find peace, find hope that everything will in fact be okay. I was taking her to school one day and I was frustrated because I was late, as I always am. And she looks over to me, she puts a little hand on my shoulder and she says, "Mommy, it's okay if you're late. We'll just try again tomorrow and you'll do better." I look at her and I smile because that is the Nina that I can always count on. She always finds a way to bring us joy. She doesn't seem to deal with things the way that we do. She doesn't see the disparity in people and situation and circumstances. When things are rough, when we are upset, when we are sad, she's not. I, as a mom, I concern myself a lot with her disappointments, with her not being able to find love, with people making fun of her, or with her never having a real friend. But Nina shows me every day that the things that I worry about are things that don't even exist to her. She meets people in the store and they speak to her. They say, "Hi, what's your name?" She looks at me with approval, waiting for me to let her know that it's okay to speak to the stranger. And when I do so, she speaks back to them and she greets them with a hi. Nina is able to look at people for who they are, not with expectation, not with limitations. And sometimes it saddens me that the same way that she looks at other people, people aren't able to look at her the same way. People look at her with limitations. People look at her with low expectations. But I have the honor and the pleasure to have watched her grow. And I believe that Nina has so much more ahead of her. She will be great. Not because I said so. Nina will be great because she believes that she will be. She looks at me all the time and she says, "Mommy, I'm the best dancer." She says, "Mommy, I can sing." And if you all know Nina, well, you know what Nina sounds like when she sings. But for Nina, she says she's strong. She says she's brave. She says she's smart and she knows everything. She loves everyone. She expects good out of everyone. All that she asks is that you do the same. See her for Nina. See her for the girl that she is, the woman that she will be. And that is perfect.